level. But politically, I think that the only way we really ever will do anything is if we realize how we've not done anything and how hard it is to do anything. And in order to really get that point across, I'm saying we can't do anything. And when you actually come to grips with the fact that real change, we can't make real change, then this sense of hopelessness will pervade your life, and then you might actually act out in a way that will bring about real change.
You think
I think the election of Obama is not going to bring about real change. Two people have chanted my slogan in the streets.
With their fist raised.
Their fist raised, yes. This is starting to sink in.
It's a direct response to the Obama slogan, which obviously has not, really delivered.
Well, the Obama slogan, I mean, it was a great sales. Like everything else, you need a sales pitch. And my take on it is that, that slogan did for, say, capitalism what a great, the sponsorship of a great art show would do for R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. It allows them, it gives them the kind of protection from real hostile critique, because they're essentially buying off through sponsoring cultural events. They're buying off the bad news by doing the good news, and they avoid getting more real hostile attack. And I think by electing Obama, the uglier parts of the system, even if they don't agree with this, have bought off a much more violent attack on their interests by, letting a little air out of the system. And so I see that election and that slight, move to the left in values as essentially protecting the core of the system that you might disagree with.
So historically, do you more or less see FDR's New Deal in a similar light, or was that? I mean, how would you characterize that, just vis-a-vis what you just said?
I'm definitely not a deep thinker about these things, and
I'm just
completely
curious.
uninformed. But no, I mean that was that brought about that was the crisis that brought about real change.
Yeah.
And did we just pass through a crisis, or did we just actually merely avoid a crisis by bringing in a Superman who appears to have stabilized the situation so that the real crisis didn't come? Now, I have so much to lose in a real crisis, personally, stability, financially, whatever. So it's a terrifying idea, and yet I also feel I feel compelled to engage people in conversation about the fact that our lives structurally we're deeply unhappy. We take so many things for granted that we shouldn't, and that if we stop taking them for granted, we realize just how unhappy we are, how miserable we are, how locked up in a structure and a system that we don't like we are. But we're not to that point of deep unhappiness where we're really willing to deal with that. So then, if you'd like, I would like to hand you out a button, and
I think you need to be wearing one.
Oh, I should wear one. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, more to the point of your whole thing is that you should be wearing all of this. I mean, isn't that?
Well, I am deeply ambivalent about my own project.
Okay. This should be on your back.
As I am with everything else. And definitely terrified about the ultimate end game of my proposal and of my desires would be a cataclysmic shakeup of my own life. And so I wish I lived in a one-bedroom rental apartment in which I had absolutely nothing to lose and owned no land and had no property and had no investment in the structural continuity of the system. But I don't. I have tons of
lectures by.
So I'm both ambivalent about this and endorsing it.